Catching big fish is something everybody wants to do, and between us, believe me, we've caught quite a few. This is Kris Cuderman. He has caught more big fish from different countries than anyone else. So, what is it? Why big fish?
If you focus just on a big fish, there are not so many in a lake normal, and yeah, it's a big challenge every time.
Big challenge indeed, but we've got some top tips for you. This is the best way to go about catching that fish of your dreams.
For me, the big fish is 20 kilo fish. I think we need to respect every single fish, but 20 kilo fish is already a really good one. So for sure 25 kilo is big fish. So for me, if I caught in a session 25 kilo, I am already successful with the session. And like 30 kilo fish are just like a dream. So you couldn't catch them every day or every session.
The first thing you have to do if you want to catch a big fish is go where the big fish live. Now that might sound really simple, but we mean it. If you want to catch a 40-pound fish or a 20 kilo fish, go where there are lots of 40-pound or 20 kilo fish. I've spoken to lots of anglers that say they never catch a 20 kilo fish, and the main reason is because they don't fish the lakes where they live. So if you want to catch one, the first thing you've got to do is go there. There are plenty of lakes with big fish in. So set your sights high, aim for a big fish, and go and visit one of these lakes. You may think it's difficult in your mind, you already think it's hard because it's a big fish. Go where the big fish live and you have much better chance of catching one.
So for me, micro-location is one of the most important things when I want to catch a big one. Micro-location means the place on your swim which is different than all other swim which we had, and sometimes it's really difficult to find it, and not many anglers found the right spot. So in micro-location, my favorite place is when it's going from plateau to deeper water, and if the plateau is hard bottom and the deep water is a silt, I just want to fish a little bit in front when the bottoms go to silt, maybe hard bottom with 5 centimeter cobbled silt. This is for me the best, because small fish are focused on a hard bottom, and the biggest fish are more careful and they are going around and start eating from a deeper part up.
The rigs you use are really important for big fish, and the first thing you have to do is you have to look at the type of fish that are in the lake. If they are big fat fish, they feed differently to long thin fish, so just have a look and think about what they like. And I've had 20 fish so far in this rig and I haven't lost one of them. Lead core first, and just look at the colour. This is normal lead core straight from Fox, but it's taken on the colour of the clay, and if you look at the lead as well, there's clay on it. This is brilliant, it disguises itself very well. The lead is inline and it's 4 ounces or 113 grams. And then I have 18-20 centimeters of Camotex soft material. I have a weight there, putty, a size 5 medium curve hook with a liner sleeve. And then I'm fishing it spinner rig style with a swivel over the hook so it can move. Absolutely brilliant rig this. Now I've also got a snowman on. And the snowman is great because when fish are feeding on a baited area, this will sit on the bottom perfectly. The fish comes and it will suck in and go straight to the back of the mouth. This is a red ammo hook bait, and I'm balancing it with a tiger nut pop-up, and it will sit critically balanced over the top of my baited area, and when the fish sucks the bait in, there's no weight at all, straight to the back of the mouth, the hook takes hold, and I haven't lost a single fish so far using this.
So the food is really important for catching a big fish, so the quality of the bait must be as better as possible. So I'm really successful with Dynamite baits for the last 9 years. On this session we caught already 10 fish over 20 kilo, up to 60 pound. and we choose on the beginning two type of boilies, the source, the legend one, and the red ammo. So this is normal a type of fishing which I prefer, using two different boilies on two different places, and then I see which one is going better. Really important for me is always to mix the sizes of boilies, so 10, 12, 15, 20 millimeters, so fish can have more choice what they want to eat. Maybe small fish just eat small boilies. It's always a good idea to mix them.
I'm going to talk about anti-tactics now, and anti-tactics are how you catch fish but you don't actually catch big ones. And I think the key for this really is patience. You've got to work out when the fish are feeding and when the big fish are likely to feed. And so many times when you speak to big fish anglers, they will tell you that they catch the big fish at the time when they don't catch the other fish. So if you imagine normally your bite time is from 6 o'clock in the evening until 10 o'clock in the evening, you've got good chances throughout the night, possibly something in the morning, but from 10 o'clock in the morning until 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you don't normally catch anything. A lot of the time that will be when the big fish comes in to feed. They'll move on to a baited area when there's nothing else there, and they'll sweep up the last little bits of food. This is a great thing to do to try and catch those big fish. Don't leave when it's not normally bite time. Also, another thing to do is don't panic. Keep calm, wait, keep your bait in the same place and have confidence. Too often we move away from a really good spot too early because we think the fish aren't feeding there. How many times have you heard the saying, big fish Thursday? The fish are looking what's going on and they wait a few days before they come in and feed. And another one, the worst thing sometimes you can do is put more feed in to try and encourage small fish in to feed. If you push for a bite and you try and make it happen all the time, what will happen is you'll catch one of the normal fish, not necessarily the big fish. If there's 100 fish in the lake and 10 of them are big, and you really push to try and get a bite, it's a 9 to 1 chance that you're going to get a normal fish as opposed to a big one. So just have a think about how these big fish feed, where they feed, and if you have to, move away from the majority of fish, move to a quieter area, because a lot of the time the bigger fish are older and they like to be away from all of that commotion. Well, thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. If you want to see more from me and my pals, of course there is loads of it. But the first thing you've got to do is get down there, see that big red button, subscribe to us, and at the same time, please do give us a thumbs up. In the meantime, loads and loads of films over there. So get watching. We'll see you in the next one.